Nathan, why don't we start by you telling us a bit about yourself?
So I grew up in a Christian family. My dad would come and lead Christian assemblies at school. During this time, I got run over by a car. My leg was broken in both places, and I was in a wheelchair for a long period at school. And I remember just feeling so exposed and weak, having to be pushed around. I didn't feel like I had my own identity. I remember anxiety really took root in my life then. Wasn't sure how to feel about the whole God thing. And it made me an extremely angry teenager when I moved schools. And I ended up living in a homeless hostel at 16. And an addictions formed in there that I'd never planned to have. I just felt ashamed so much of who I was and the things that I'd gone through, things I'd seen and that I'd done. And I didn't know who I'd become. I really wanted to escape all this stuff and start a new life for myself. And I moved to London. And I was really proud of what I'd achieved and where I was and what was happening with me. But behind the scenes, people didn't know that I was really lonely and isolated, and I had a lot of trauma in my life and knew that I was depressed, but I didn't know why it was so severe. One night when I'd kind of decided to not be at university anymore, I wrote a letter and just decided to make an attempt to hang myself. And a Christian came into the house and ended up saving my life and stopping me from dying.
Wow. So you've hit this point in your life when you really feel like you got nothing left, ready to end it. What was it that changed from that moment then?
I'd been in Hillsong on and off. I had a friend, Cyrus, and a friend called Kansu, and they made sure that I came to Hillsong conference last summer. And I just remember them really caring for me and being such a true example of what Jesus' love was like. On the second night, Carl Lentz was preaching, and he was talking about how on the cross Jesus bore all our sin and our shame, and that from him we're free. I just remember saying yes to Jesus and weeping, and I remember feeling like there was rain pouring on me in the O2 Arena, and that Jesus was just saying to me, I'm taking this off you, you're mine. I didn't have any suicidal thoughts anymore after that.
So you had this incredible experience at conference when you gave your life to Christ. What was it like being back at church?
I ended up being like welcoming people into church, and it's been such an honor to just contribute and be that person to other people.
What does the future look like for Nathan?
Amazing. I've battled a 10-year addiction and come out and beaten it. I've been around such great people at church that all I want to do is share Jesus and his love with people that I can see that are lost and need to encounter him. For me, Jesus claimed my life and healed me, so I can't remain broken.